And he went back to his desk and he said, "You little fucking piece of shit. It's my listing, and you're not going to talk to me like that, and you're not going to do anything like that, and we're gonna ride out this listing, okay?" And I was like, "Uh-oh, what the fuck just happened there?" I switched the agent. Funt was gone. I gave it to this guy Echo J, and I don't know if you heard about Echo J.
He's still around. Yeah,
he's still around.
I've talked to him. He's a nice guy. He's a gentleman.
He's a nice guy, but Echo J, fuck you too. Even though you were right in the end, you were a fucking asshole.
Yeah,
like a real fucking asshole, and he really fucked me. But he was right, and I fucked myself in the at the same time.
He told you the truth.
Yeah. Well, he told me the truth after he fucking lied to me for months, right? Yeah, we'll list it for 2.1 million off the market, and we'll market it for you. We'll do whatever we can. And when it came time to list it, it was like, I think you should list it for 1.6 million. And I was like, what? We thought it was worth 2.1. Like, it was listed exclusive yesterday for 2.1. Now you think I should beat the market and go 1.6 and just get rid of this thing? Yeah. That sucks, right? That's fucking horrible.
Yeah.
But it was in the manner in which he did it, because I went to his office and we were having a talk, and then I said, well, you know what? If you think 1.6, I think you should I'd like to cancel our contract. And he got up slowly from his desk and he walked past me and he closed the door gently and he went back to his desk and he said, "You little fucking piece of shit. It's my listing, and you're not going to talk to me like that, and you're not going to do anything like that, and we're going to ride out this listing." Okay? And I was like, "Uh-oh, what the fuck just happened there? I don't even know what to do with this," right? And so I left that office with my tail between my legs.
Like, shit.
Yeah, but so hold on a sec. So we get this offer. And what happens is I end up selling it to a lawyer and a banker. And I didn't know that they were a lawyer and a banker. And so one day I'm sitting in my little minivan watching the houses being constructed. And this lady walks up to me. She's just a lady walking down the street. She's like, "Hey, how you doing?" I said, "Good. How you doing?" She's like, "Good. Just going for a walk. What are you saying?" And we start getting in a conversation about the market and what I think. And I have no idea who she is. Okay. And I'm telling her, like, I don't know, like, it's not doing so good. I'm kind of nervous. And like, I think prices are dropping and blah, blah, blah. Guess who that bitch was?
The banker.
The buyer. The lawyer.
The lawyer.
Okay? The lawyer. So what does she do? Next thing I know, Echo J's calling me. We got a haircut situation here, right? Because I'm telling them I'm running scared. Originally, conditional offer on financing. And then so the wife goes home to the banker and they say, "Oh, guess what? We can't get the mortgage that we thought we'd be able to get. We're gonna have to take it for 1.6 1/4. It was at like 1.5750 or something like that.
1.6750.
It was 1.7 1/4. I ended up having to take 1.650, or I don't know. It's online. It was a fucking haircut. It's horrible. It was disgusting. But she's
1.7 was your break even.
How gross is that though? That like she came and pretended she was just like some normal person and had this conversation with me. And how dumb am I that I told her the truth?
Some random stranger,
some random stranger. And
these are all lessons you learn,
like
though.
This idiot who just talks randomly on YouTube all the time. Like
you learn a lot from
right.
Mm-hmm.
So anyways, I sell the first one, but what happens is when that haircut happens, it's like at the last second, and somehow the last second of this offer coincides with the last second of the listing agreement, right? So I'm like, oh, okay, like I know I got this buyer, right? But I don't want Echo J to get the money. I'm going to call Funt and say, "Hey, Funt, at 12:10, I need you to call these people and bring me their offer." Right? And that's what happened. The offer expired. Funt called these people in the background. I don't know what the hell happened, but like I sold it through Funt. Echo J didn't get the deal. Funt got the deal.
Okay. All right.
Is that crazy or what?
It is what it is. But anyways, we won't talk about holdover now. We've already been.
I know there's a holdover, and maybe listen, it's 2007.
That's fine.
But what? So that was like at the beginning of the market.
You did a deal with the bank and the lawyer, but this is a break even, maybe a loss deal.
Yeah, it was a loss. At the end of the day, it was a loss, or maybe I made 25 grand or something like that.
There was no money being made there. Okay.
Yeah, I couldn't even pay
That's
back
the
my line
first
of
one.
credit. That's the
The other
first
one's
one on the
four
street.
4 months behind.
Carlos is still painting over
Carlos is
there.
still painting,
Carlos
sleeping.
is still painting and sleeping in the house, and the market is tanking. And I finally sell that house, TK. 1.35 or something like that. And I'm getting offers like regular for 1.1 and just going, no, it can't be the best offer. I must have learned my lesson. There's got to be a better offer. And the best thing I could get was 135. And it was
So at least he stuck it to the banker and the
conditional.
lawyer because they were at
Yeah.
160
I
change.
guess they overpaid. Yeah,
They
great.
overpaid, suckers.
Yeah, that worked out to my benefit. Woohoo, right? Um, so anyway, so it's conditional offer over there too. It was for like 135. And I didn't want anybody to know. I told my parents, I think. I told my in-laws because they had lent me some money.
But that
And
money I
I'm
borrowed
like,
from you guys,
I,
I don't know if I'm going to be able to pay you back like today,
like right
but
away,
or maybe
but
even ever.
eh,
But I learned a
I
really good
love
lesson.
you. I
You know?
love you. No, I just told them, I was like, okay, I sold it. Don't tell anybody, please, because like probably gonna have to like sell my house. Like just
Hmm.
right. Meanwhile, I forgot about this. While all these are for sale, my house is for sale.
Yeah.
Okay, where I live. I
Yeah,
forgot
yeah,
about
yeah.
that. Like
We
some
need to
point
raise
in
some
this
money.
story, there's a
Yeah.
point in time where I have to go home and break down to my wife and say, I fucked up. We're losing this house, I think.
Yeah.
Like, we got to sell something, right? Because it's either that or Vinny's going to need his money,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Or he's going to find another way to get his money,
Yeah. And the kidney
right?
market's still pretty good right now
Well,
out
they
there
were
right now.
dealing in cement shoes, I think, back in those days, right? And I
Yeah.
was
Yeah. Yeah.
nervous that I wouldn't float.
Yeah.
So I we sold our house where we lived. That was the first thing that actually sold was our house. And so that was pretty crazy too. We listed our house and nobody was buying it. And then all of a sudden, sorry if I'm boring you, but all of
No,
a
it's
sudden
late at night. This is not.
I got multiple offers on this thing, but I did not do
Mm.
well on this house at all. I had to
No.
sell my house. I had to rent a house. My wife, I mean, imagine. Oh, what a nightmare. Like I
Mm.
had to get rid of my cars. I was driving a minivan. Like I had nice cars before this. Like I was doing pretty good before all this stupidity, right?
Mm.
My wife had to trade her car in. It was just like a nightmare from hell. And then we lost on the first house, and then the second one sold, and then the condition. So anyway, so we sell the other house. And we tell everybody, please don't tell anybody. Like this is embarrassing enough. I just sold my house. Like I don't tell anybody that we sold it and what the price is because it may not go through, right? Anyway, so my father-in-law, he's got a big mouth, and he goes and tells his sister, and then I get a call from my wife's cousin saying, "Oh, we heard you sold the house for like this price. Well, if we knew that, like we'd buy it for this." And it was like a little bit more. And it was like, if you can get out of that deal, we'll pay you more, and we don't have an agent, so like you can keep more money, right? It'll be better for everybody,
Mm.
right? I was like, okay, how do we get out of this house? And then I think there's maybe a week left on the condition. And so, like 10 minutes or 15 minutes, an hour before the condition needed to be lifted, we got a call saying, like, they need more time. They didn't get the financing. I was like,
Perfect.
oh, there's an out. I was
Yeah.
like, okay, let me think about it. I'll get back to you.
Phone
We
off.
let the thing run out. And before
Yeah.
that even happened, I called my cousins. I go, are you guys fucking serious? Because like you
Yeah.
got to bring me an offer like now because this thing's about to expire. And if you're
Yeah.
serious, I'll let it expire. Right. And that turned into like, oh yeah, like we're not going to give you the extra anymore, but like we'll still take it. And it was still a better deal for me.
Hmm.
Anyways, so I ended up selling it to my like wife's cousins. And it was bittersweet because I had to go to the house all the time now. And
Mm.
this is literally like I posted before. This is the house that destroyed my life. I mean, my way of living was completely decimated.
Yeah.
I
Yeah. Yeah.
went from owning and doing great in these like flips, and I was on my third house, and like I had a good job, and then next thing you know, I have nothing, and I'm digging my way out of all this fucking shit. But here we are, TK. Here we are. And for where, listen, you lose money on a bunch of houses, and I mean, people still want their money, right? Just because you lost, a lot of people don't
Yeah.
just say, like, don't worry about it.
Yeah. There's very few loans out there that are going to come to you that are not, um, subject to repayments, like
That's right.
there's a reason why the person or organization or institution is giving you that loan. It's
That's
because
right.
they have a method to collect,
Well,
you
and I
know?
didn't want to go bankrupt. And thank God I have not ever gone bankrupt to this day. And believe me, like, there were days where it seemed like it would
Mm-hmm.
probably have been easier to just go bankrupt. And they were like very close, very, very close on many
Mm-hmm.
occasions. But through sheer stupidity and determination and perseverance and persistence, TK, I just figured out what the next thing to do was for the next day and did it. And now, things are looking good. Like, comment, and subscribe if you got anything from one of these clips. And if you want to see some more, press something on the screen here. Boom.
That was good.
That was good. I like that. That was good.